मोबाइल डाटा ऑन है?
उसे करना पड़ेगा, ऐड लिखा है।
मेरी क्लास शुरू हो गई है। तो आपने टाइम बदल दिया, पहले आप 7 बजे अच्छा खाना बनाते थे, 7:30 कर दिया है। अब भाभी हमारे घर में काम कर रहे हैं।
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, children. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, what is your doubt?
Ma'am, I'm asking that in yesterday's geography class, we have only done flowchart 1.
Beta, there
So
was
I
no.
was not able to.
Beta, there was no class yesterday, beta.
No class?
No, we didn't had a class yesterday. We didn't had a class yesterday, beta.
No, yesterday was there was.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. And we had on Thursday.
Yeah, on Thursday.
Good
yeah, on
morning.
Thursday.
Yes, Thursday we had a class, not yesterday. But you were not there, was she in the class?
Yes, ma'am, I was not able to take the class. My sister was taking from my phone. That's why.
Huh? What?
My sister was taking class from my phone.
Okay.
So I was not able to.
Okay. So we were on.
Ma'am, commercial agriculture.
Huh?
Ma'am, commercial agriculture.
Okay, we have to start with commercial agriculture. Very good. I hope you all have the books with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Fine,
ma'am.
fine. Yes, Urvashi, your doubt, please. You were saying something.
Ma'am, in Thursday's class, we have only done a flowchart 1.
We have done flowchart.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the child sent it on the group.
Part 1, types of agriculture.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Now, did I explain you what is commercial agriculture, class? Anshuman?
No, ma'am.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, we have done the intensive subsistence agriculture, and we were doing the reading of it.
Okay, we were on the reading part. Fine. Okay, as the name suggests, commercial means something that is done for profit making or for earning good money, right? So this commercial agriculture is something, that is again categorized into various categories. But then when we talk of commercial agriculture, we are exclusively talking about cultivation, which is done to make profit, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Let me connect with another device and then I'll explain it on the screen. Okay, when we talk of the what do you call types of commercial agriculture, see, this commercial agriculture has extensive agriculture under it, then plantation agriculture under it, right? Then okay, I think the flowchart that I gave you, that was all complete, no, Mayank?
Yes, ma'am.
It was complete. Now see, when we talk of the commercial agriculture, we categorize it into various categories: extensive agriculture, then plantation agriculture, mixed farming, pastoral farming, dairy farming, orchid farming, right? These all are done for the profit motive, right? Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
see, yes, yes. Om, you said something, beta?
No, ma'am, I was just saying yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now see, this extensive agriculture is quite common in those areas, those places where the population is not much, but the land area is quite vast, right?
Yes.
Then if we talk about the plantation agriculture, now see, when we talk of the extensive farming, as I told you, the land area is vast. So on the vast land areas or the tract, this cultivation is done. Now, what is so peculiar about this? In this extensive farming, all the modern methods are used for cultivation, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Like if we talk about the extensive cultivation,
Yes.
all the mid latitude grassland areas that we have, there this extensive agriculture is practiced. If we talk about the names of the countries or the places or the continents, North America, Pampas of Argentina. Argentina has got Pampas grasslands. So there this extensive agriculture takes place. Then in Eurasia and in Australia, these are the places where we have all the grasslands. If you remember in the previous chapter, where we read about the natural vegetation, forest types, grasslands, in that chapter we read about these grasslands.
Yes.
No? Right. So these grasslands are very, these grasslands that we have, they support, animal rearing also. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now talking about the plantation.
Yes, ma'am.
Now talking about the plantation. Now see, if when we talk about the land holdings are very big in size in the extensive farming. And all the modern methods that we have are, all the modern methods are used for cultivation. Modern method means all the modernized machineries which are there, HYV seeds, chemicals, first fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, everything is used. I hope I am clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, the main thing about extensive farming is that only not more than 2 crops are grown, and they are grown on large scale. Wheat is the major crop that is grown under the extensive farming, and other than wheat, we have corn, barley, oats, rye, cotton. These are grown in the extensive farms, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now coming to the plantation cultivation or plantation agriculture or plantation farming. See, plantation is something where large land areas are there, and this plantation cultivation is basically done in those areas where the humidity is there, right? Where the availability of water is there. But then the tea, coffee, it is done basically in those areas where the water does not stand on the land. The roots, they require a lot of water, but then they don't, these roots of tea and coffee, they cannot bear the standing water. So water is required. Now plantation, because again it comes under the commercial farming or done on large land areas. So tea, coffee, rubber, banana, these are the major crops of the plantation agriculture, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
This plantation cultivation is done both in the tropical as well as subtropical areas, right? We all know that in our
Yes, ma'am.
country,
Yes,
we all know that, like, if we talk about India, in India, the European traders, those who came, especially the British, they introduced tea in the Indian
Yes, ma'am.
subcontinent, right? And all over the world, these European traders only, they introduced tea and coffee. They were very, used to having tea and coffee. So wherever they went, wherever they ruled as colonizers, there they introduced this tea and coffee cultivation, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And in these plantation cultivation, only one single crop specialization is done. Okay.
Yep.
Now, second thing, this plantation cultivation, large estates. Have you ever been to a tea garden?
Yes, ma'am, in Assam.
Assam. Very good. Very good. Anybody else?
No, ma'am.
Okay. See, if you must have seen them in the movies, no, or in the documentaries. Have you seen?
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now see, these tea gardens that we have, they are large estates, right? And again, whatever is grown, it is done for the commercial purposes. It is done for earning profit. And this plantation cultivation is considered to be a labor intensive farming. Why labor intensive? Because huge manpower is required for plucking the tender leaves of the tea, right? So to ensure, no damage and complete extraction, complete of plucking of the tea leaves, large number of people are required. So, and these estates, they are very large areas. Those who have been to these, or those who have seen them in movies, they must have observed that these are very large land areas which has tea plantation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then coming to the next type of farming, that is mixed farming. Now in mixed farming, what is the specialty of mixed farming? Both the crops and animals are reared in the mixed farming practice, and this is very, very, very common in the areas where modern methods are used for cultivation, plus we have sufficient pasture or the grazing lands for the animals, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Now this
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
this mixed farming is basically done in those countries which are developed, right? Developed, and because crops and animals both are grown, both are taken care of, so the lands are cultivated intensively. Intensively का मतलब हुआ, what is meant by intensively?
I don't know.
Every inch, every part of the land is utilized for cultivation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Then coming to the pastoral farming. See, as the name tells you, pastoral farming means only and only rearing of animals is done. There are large farms, especially the grassland areas that we have. On the grasslands, this pastoral farming is done, and all those animals which provide some of the other goods to its owner, they are reared on the in the pastoral farming, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
And whatever animals are reared, they are reared for the commercial purposes, right? Commercial means for earning profit, for making profit.
For profit.
Now
Ma'am, these are also called cashier crops.
no. Tea and coffee are called cash crops, beta. Okay. See, this farming is done on the grasslands. So those countries where there is easy availability of the pasture lands, this pastoral farming is carried over there. And because it is for commercial purposes, so on the large land areas that are available, different types of animals are reared, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then these animals, they are kept in the areas, they are kept in the huge farms which are called as ranches. They are called as ranches, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
These pastoral farming that is done, it is done this is highly specialized type of farming. Have you ever watched, there is a program that comes on Geographic, National Geographic, which shows you,
Yes, ma'am.
it shows you that how these animals are reared, and then there are different machines which which are used for the taking care of these animals, and then when the animals are ready for the commercial purposes, the flesh, fur, whatever is required, that is taken out through the machines. There are proper machines which are there. Human labor is not very much required, but yes, machines are required, where humans are required to operate these machines, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Chaliye. Then coming to the dairy farming, we all know dairy farming is something that is done to डेयरी फार्मिंग क्यों करी जाती है?
Ma'am.
Ma'am, to produce milk and milk
Cattle
product.
Yes, ma'am. Milk
Yes.
and
to
eggs.
produce milk.
Yes, yes. Dairy farming is done basically to produce milk and dairy products, right?
Milk product.
हाँ. Milk and milk products. Now this dairy farming is basically done near the urban areas, near the cities and the towns which are there, right? Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we have
Yes.
then we have, you know, a large number of man force is required, because see, cattle which are reared over there in these dairy farming, because they require milk and milk products, so a proper care is taken of these animals, and large number of people are deployed for the same purpose, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this
Yes, ma'am.
dairy farming is very common in, you know, UK, United Kingdom, then Denmark, Australia, Netherlands, New Zealand, USA, Switzerland, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is orchid farming? Do you know?
Ma'am, I think orchid is a flower.
No, no, no. Orchid is a flower, but then
Ma'am, a garden. Ma'am, a garden.
orchid. What is orchid farming? You know?
Ma'am, garden farming.
Orchid farming is basically growing fruits, growing fruit trees for commercial purposes, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
आपने देखा है विटीकल्चर होता है, विटीकल्चर में ग्रेप्स को ग्रो करा जाता है, पढ़ा है ना आपने साइंस में अपने?
Ma'am, in commercial farming, we
Yes.
have orchard farming and market gardening. These are the parts of commercial farming,
Yes, yes, yes.
commercial agriculture.
Yes, these are part of commercial agriculture only. Horticulture is done. There are several things that are involved in the orchard farming. Various different types of crops are there, right? Fruit crops are there which are grown. Trees are grown, and once these trees are grown, they are taken care of in the before the season, so that a good amount of production is obtained, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Olives, figs, oranges, apricots, grapes, these are the special fruits which are grown, right? Chaliye, can we have Om reading?
Ma'am, from
From the beginning, commercial agriculture.
commercial agriculture. Agriculture done with the aim of selling the product and earning profit
Carry on, carry on.
is called commercial agriculture. There are different types of commercial agriculture practice in the world. Extensive agriculture. It is common in region where the abundant land but very sparse population, partially in the mid-latitude grasslands. This is the prairies of North
Okay.
America, the pampas of Argentina, the steppes of Eurasia, and the downs of Australia.
Okay, carry on. Anything in this to be explained?
No, ma'am. The land holding are very big in size. Their farming operations are fully mechanized, and
Mechanized.
there are very few humans.
Fully mechanized, mechanized, beta mechanized.
Okay, ma'am. Fertilizers are not used to a great extent. A very important feature is specialization in one or two crops. Wheat is the most important crop. Other crops are corn, barley, oats, rye, and cotton. Total production from the farms is very large, but per hectare productivity is low.
Okay. Can we have Mayank reading? Mayank Yadav?
Yes, ma'am. Phantom agriculture. This type of agriculture is most practiced in the tropical and subtropical regions.
I'm not able to listen.
Okay. Mayank, little louder, beta.
My voice is low.
Voice. Check your voice.
Plantation agriculture. This type of agriculture is most practiced in the tropical and subtropical regions. It was introduced by the European nations who had colonized these countries. It is a commercial type of farming with specialization of a single crop. The farms are huge and are called estates. A large amount of capital is invested and the farming methods are efficient. Machinery and fertilizers are used wherever required. A lot of manual labor is required and skilled labor is often important. The crop is processed before being sent to the market for sale. The estates are well connected to ports and railheads. The entire agriculture system is scientifically managed like a factory.
Fine. Anything in this to be explained, class?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Chaliye. Can we have Anshuman reading?
Mixed farming. In agriculture, crop cultivation and animal rearing are practiced on the same farm. It is very common in the developed parts of the world, that is, the eastern part of North America, Western Europe, Russia, Australia, and New Zealand. The farm size is moderate and farming is done intensively. The use of modern machinery, improved seeds, and chemical fertilizers ensure a high yield. Crop rotation is practiced to retain the soil fertility. The farmers grow cereal crops like wheat, maize, and barley, along with root crops like potatoes and turnips, legumes like peas and beans, and fodder crops like
Alfalfa.
alfalfa.
Yes.
Alfalfa. They raise cattle for beef and sheep for mutton. Pigs and poultry are also.
Very good. Can we have Akshat reading next?
Yes, ma'am. Pastoral farming. It is the commercial rearing of livestock like cattle, sheep, and goats for meat, milk, wool, hides, and various other products. It is practiced in the temperate grasslands. The ma'am, how to pronounce it? Ma'am, after the
After
ma'am,
the prairies of the USA,
okay, ma'am. The prairies of the USA,
the pampas of Argentina,
of Argentina, the
the
yield of South Africa, the steppes of Eurasia, and the downs of Australia.
very good. Carry
The
on.
animal are kept in a huge farms called ranches. They are fed on a natural grasses as well as on fodder crops like alfalfa and lucerne. The ranches are scientifically managed and the animals are well looked after. Pastoral farming is highly specialized, and there are separate departments of every stage of animal production. Dairy farming. It is the rearing of dairy cattle to produce milk and milk products. Dairy farming is practiced around urban areas. Modern machinery and scientific methods of breeding are used. A large labor force is required to look after the cattle, and huge amount of capital needs to be invested. Dairy farming is most common in the UK, Denmark, the Netherlands, Belgium, Switzerland, northeastern USA, southeastern Australia, and New Zealand.
Right. Chaliye. Anything in this to be explained, class?
No,
Raj?
ma'am.
Okay,
No, ma'am.
Rajnandi, can we have you reading?
Ma'am, I'm not be able to open my camera.
Rajnandini,
Ma'am, I'll not be able to open my camera.
don't open. You read just. No issues.
Yes, orchard farming. This type of farming has developed in the Mediterranean region. Large orchards are found in the South European countries like Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, Greece, and California in the USA. They specialize in the commercial production of olives, figs, oranges, and apricots. Viticulture of grape cultivation is also a specialty of the Mediterranean regions. Grapes are used for wine production. Market gardening and horticulture.
Wait, Rajnandini. Can we have Harshita Demmer reading? Harshita? Harshita, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Read, beta.
Market gardening and storage culture.
Nee, beta, horticulture. It is horticulture.
Horticulture.
Yes.
This type of agriculture includes the cultivation of vegetables, fruits, and flowers, mainly solely for the urban markets. The market gardens are mostly located just outside the cities in suburban areas. They are small in size.
Yes, yes.
They are small in size and are intensively cultivated. Irrigation is often used and soil fertility is maintained by the application of fertilizers. A lot of manual labor is required and the yields are generally high. Market gardening is also called truck farming as fresh vegetables are transported to the markets by trucks. It is developed in the densely populated region of northwestern Europe like the UK, Belgium,
Denmark,
Denmark,
Germany, and
Germany,
Netherlands.
and Netherlands.
Netherlands. Yes, very good.
And the northern eastern parts of USA market gardening is practiced around the major cities of India too.
Carry on.
Recap.
Recap, yes. Okay, let us have Ashish reading the recap. Pranjali. Pranjali, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Pranjali. Read out, beta.
Raising livestock, forestry and fishing. Climate, soil and relief are the most important factors.
Okay, Ashish.
MS voice is cracking.
Cracking. I know. Okay, Ashish, thank you, beta. Wait. Let Pranjali read the remaining one, okay? Yes.
Recap. Agriculture includes growing of crops, raising livestock, forestry and fishing. Climate, soil, and relief are the most important factors that influence agriculture. Intensive agriculture is practiced in the densely populated regions. Land holdings are small. A lot of manual labor is used and productivity is high. Extensive agriculture is practiced in sparsely populated regions. Land holdings are large. It is commercial and highly mechanized.
Mechanized.
Mechanized. In mixed farming, crop cultivation and animal rearing are practiced on the same farm.
Yes.
Pastoral farming is the commercial rearing of livestock for meat, milk, wool, and hides. Dairy farming is the rearing of dairy cattle to produce milk and milk products. Orchard farming is a commercial cultivation of fruits practiced in Mediterranean regions. Market gardening and horticulture are the cultivation of vegetables, fruits, and flowers solely for the urban market.
Yes, beta. See, with this, we are over with the chapter. Anything in the chapter that you have not understood, you can go through and ask. We are still left with some time, right? Right, beta?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
And one thing I wanted to tell you, beta, in the exercises, there is a question. Choose the correct answer. Third part.
Yes, ma'am.
What will you write? Orchard farming, where orchard farming is common? Ranches, estates, stations, or colonies?
Ma'am, I think estate.
Ma'am, what did you ask?
Beta, I asked you about the third choose the correct option. Do you think that it is correct? Akshat said something, Akshat.
Ma'am, I think estate.
But in estates, tea gardens are there. In ranches,
Ma'am, colonies.
no. Okay, this is, you just find out which should be the correct option.
Ma'am, ranches.
Ma'am, I think it's orchids. Ma'am, ranches, sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Ranches.
Ma'am,
Now on
ranches.
Google it is.
Ranches.
This ranches.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Very good. Very good.
Ma'am, I think ranches is for ma'am animals.
This is what, no, I said that. Chaliye, no problems, no issues. We in the next class that we will do the question answers and the exercises.
Sure.
Be prepared for the same. Okay, class?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And there are certain flowcharts that I will give you, but in the next class I'll give you those flowcharts, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, beta, okay. Meeting is going to end any minute, okay?